today I will be sharing a very easy recipe called Tres Leches. This is the end product that you will have once you follow this recipe. The first thing we need to do is to grease the pan that we're using. I'm going to make this recipe easy, so I'm just using a Pyrex dish that I will use to serve the cake as well. Preheat the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. 1.5 cups of cake flour, half a cup sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon of lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of water, and 6 egg yolks. So to begin, we're going to beat the egg yolk and the sugar. To this, we're going to add the vanilla as well. We're going to beat this until the egg yolk is light pale yellow. Occasionally stop to scrape down the side of the bowl just to make sure that all the sugar is being dissolved. To this, we're going to add the milk and the water. Continue beating for at least 1 minute, then add the lemon zest. Now sift in the dry ingredients, which is the cake flour, the baking powder, and the salt. Now mix this until everything is well combined. Now for the meringue, we're going to need half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, half a cup of sugar, and 6 egg whites. Begin beating the egg whites. Make sure that your egg whites does not have any egg yolks on it, or else it will not work, or all the materials that you have is free from grease. I also added the cream of tartar there, and then gradually add the sugar. Once the sugar is all in, continue beating until you reach the stiff peak stage. Just like this. Now we're going to combine the egg yolk batter and the meringue in 2 to 3 additions using the folding method. Again, your oven should be preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. So make sure that you're not over mixing, or else all the meringue will deflate. So we're going to transfer this into the prepared pan. We will bake this for 40 to 45 minutes, or until when you insert a skewer in the middle and the skewer comes out clean. Before baking, give it a light tap. And this is what it looks like after baking. Now we will let this cool down. It will deflate a little bit. Now for the milk mixture, we need 1 can of condensed milk, 1 can of evap milk, and 1/3 cup of cream. I use whipping cream or heavy cream. So we're going to combine the 3 milk. So first is the evaporated milk, followed by the condensed milk. And then finally the cream. Again, the cream is 1/3 cup. Mix this thoroughly. Now that the cake has cooled down, using a skewer, just poke holes on the cake. Then gently add the milk mixture. With the amount, you can choose to add all this milk mixture, or you can add a little less. I decided to add them all. If you find that the cake is not absorbing the milk well, poke more holes. So it's up to you how much you're going to add as for the milk part. Then we're going to cover this with a lid or cling wrap and then let this rest in the fridge overnight. The next day, I've got 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, half a cup of icing sugar, and 2 cups of heavy cream or whipping cream, which is 35% milk fat. We're going to whip the cream. So in a bowl, combine all the ingredients. So that's the icing sugar and the vanilla. We're going to beat this until it reaches stiff peaks. Do not overmix this or else the cream will turn into a butter. And this is now ready. We're going to put this on top of our Tres Leches cake. I'm going to add all the cream. Using a spatula, evenly distribute the cream. And now at this point, this is done, but I've got optional ingredients. You don't need to have this. This is flaked almond that I lightly toasted. And I've got dulce de leche in here. Again, optional. So just add lines of dulce de leche on top of the cream. Then using a skewer, drag a line to make a design, just like so. And then to this, we're going to sprinkle the flaked almond. And this is now ready. This is the finished product. And at this point, it's time to cut the cake and show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's really moist. There's no oil on the cake because if you put oil on the cake, there's a tendency that the cake will fall apart. Now I'm showing you the second slice. This is our second slice. This is so good. I can guarantee that you're going to like it. So please do give it a try. It's very easy to make. Again, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you do like and subscribe to my channel. See you again next week. Bye.